Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
At the 34-yard
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mark 56. Mark 56.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
On the carry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Chargers coming hard, and they block it. Now it's picked up near midfield. And they will take possession of the football just shy of midfield. An early special teams wake-up call there, their first drive, and they have the punt block.
And obviously they were giving the ball up, but that's not the way it's supposed to conclude. That ball's supposed to be downfield, better field position for your defense to work off of. Instead, you've given up a momentum play, and now you've got the other side excited.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Ekeler, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
He is good.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Chiefs, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
This pass finds its way to Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Herbert. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
The City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
56 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. Attack. You're all right, baby. Get this. You're all right. 56.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Stepping up. He'll try it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra.
Sammy Watkins.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
First half update now from Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
On the keeper.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Mahomes now on first down. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mike Badgley to kick off for
the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Mahomes pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He may try and run for this. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Just keeping the play alive. And that's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Firing complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now they get to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Mahomes.
My initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The ball carrier.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Chargers.
Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
The score, Chiefs 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Mahomes, they get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. After the turnover, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Herbert's
7 yards, the pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down.
Of the gun, Herbert. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6.
is good.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Austin on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Herbert. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll make it third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Williams.
A big play there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
Chargers.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He scores 3
filet,
times. There you go.
10 ounces, 16 ounces.
Porterhouse.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Desmond King on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run it again with Williams. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his 2nd punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now Austin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. But now it's 3rd down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he comes back with one complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Now it's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the 50, here's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Second and 10. Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
A 33-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all.
And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. So this one